All right, so the date is March 6th, 2026. 362026. Man, 10 years from now, okay? I just got done at the gym, and I was thinking to myself earlier today, I was like, 10 years ago, I was 13 years old. Currently, I'm 23, right? And if I left myself a message when I was 13 of, just talking like how I'm about to do in this video, I don't know how I would react to that. And so I wanted to make a video of myself right now at 23 as like a little video diary / log, whatever you want to call this. And whenever I'm 33 years old, I'm going to come back and I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to do my absolute best not to watch it, anytime in the next 10 years. Knowing me, at somewhere around like 5 years or somewhere around like 8 years, I'm going to come back and watch this video. But hey, no matter what, I'm going to watch this video on March 6th, 2036, guys. That's going to be 10 years from now. Man, not only am I wondering how different my life is 10 years in the future, but I'm also wondering how different is the world 10 years in the future? How has the current stuff that's going on in the world affecting 10 years from now in the future? You know what I'm talking about? The stuff with Iran, the stuff with Israel, the war, everything like that. Russia, Ukraine, China, the stock market, everything. What does it look like 10 years from now in the future? Nobody, literally nobody knows. And that's what it's scary, but also it's exciting. I'm excited for what the future has to hold. And again, not only for me, but what does it have to hold for the world, guys? What does it have to hold for the world, guys? And that is what I'm excited for. Whew, man. All right. Well, this is what I currently look like. So 10 years from now, me, this is what you currently look like. You probably don't look as good as you look now, but you probably look, maybe better. Who knows? Who knows how you look? Man, I hope I'm alive 10 years in the future. I hope this video isn't just out there and it pops up on someone's timeline 10 years in the future and I'm dead. Like that, that's possible. I mean, as morbid as it is, it's very possible. But man, I sure hope I'm still alive to see this video. I wonder if me and my wife have any kids, and I wonder how old they are, if so. So first question to myself 10 years in the future would be, do I have any kids? And how old are they? And I wonder what their names are. And I wonder what it's like being a dad, because that's definitely something that, I would wonder, I guess, So I wonder what that is like. I wonder if I'm still living in the same house. Heck, I wonder if I'm still living in the same city or the same state. Currently, I'm living in California. I'm not going to say the state, for privacy reasons. But I wonder I'm not going to say the city for privacy reasons. Currently, I live in California, though. So I wonder if I even still live here in the state of California. Moving out of state has definitely crossed my mind before in the past. So I wonder if that's still what I'm doing. Currently, my job is pest control. I wonder if I'm still working in the pest control industry, or maybe I switched, to another company. Again, I'm not going to say what company I'm working for, but it starts with an S. So, future me will know that. I'm not going to say it here on YouTube, obviously, though, for privacy reasons. I wonder if I'm working in the pest control industry. That is one thing that I definitely am wondering. Or maybe I switched my career. As some of you know, I've always wanted to be a police officer. So hell, maybe I went ahead and did that. I've always wanted to be some type of first responder. So maybe I switched my career somewhere in the next 10 years. And who knows, maybe that's what I'm doing. Really, I just don't know what the future is going to hold. I wonder if I'm a millionaire yet. One of my goals is to be a millionaire by 30 years old. So yeah, I wonder if I'm a millionaire. If so, if I achieved my goal, I would have been a millionaire for at least 3 years now, because I would be watching this video when I'm 33. So man, I wonder if I'm a millionaire. I wonder if that's just some goal that I have at 23 and then it just goes away. Yeah, man, I wonder how my family's doing. All my family, my in-laws, my mom, my dad, my grandma. I wonder how they're doing. I wonder just what's happening in their life 10 years from now. Man, I wonder how this YouTube stuff turned out. As many of you know, I'm uploading every single week for at least the next year. So I wonder how this year turned out. You know what I'm saying? And how posting on YouTube at least once a week for the entire year has changed my life. If it did change my life, maybe it just changed my life and teaching me how to be more consistent and teaching me how to show up for things and achieve the goals that I want to achieve. I wonder what is the biggest goal in my life 10 years from now. Currently, the biggest goal in my life is probably to become a millionaire. That's currently the biggest goal. If I achieve my goal, then, 33, my goal is going to be different. You know what I mean? So I wonder what my current biggest goal is 10 years from now. Man, what else do I want to ask myself? I wonder how my pets are doing. I have 2 pets right now, a dog and a cat. So I wonder how they're doing. And, they're probably old by now. They're at least 14, 15 years old, 10 years in the future. So I wonder how they are doing. I wonder if I'm still hitting the gym. I've been hitting the gym consistently for like a year now. So I wonder if I'm still hitting the gym. And I wonder how good of shape I'm in. I wonder if I ever started jiu-jitsu. I've been wanting to start jiu-jitsu for 6 to 8 months now, and I just keep putting it off and off and off and off. And I plan on starting it soon, but I said that, 8 months ago that I planned on starting it soon. So I wonder if I ever started jiu-jitsu, or hell, even any martial arts. So future me, if you still haven't started jiu-jitsu for some reason 10 years down the road, it's really time to lock in, bro. It is really time to just go into that gym and get it done, because that is one thing that you've always wanted to do. And so you only have one life. If you don't go do the stuff that you want to do, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? You only have one time here on earth, so make the most of it. And I really, really mean that. Yeah, I don't know. What else do I want to ask myself 10 years in the future? And what statements do I want to make right now? I don't know, man. I'm really excited to see this video 10 years from now. And I hope that every loved one in my life currently is still with me 10 years in the future. As tough as that is to say, realistically, every person I know, every friend that I have, every family member that I have will not be alive 10 years in the future from now. So I really hope that my loved ones are still here with me. And, I've had loss in the past year or so. So I hope that all the people that are currently here are still here 10 years in the future. And one thing that I want to end this on is 10 years in the future, I really hope my relationship with God is much closer, because I struggle with that relationship. I struggle understanding that sometimes, and that is something that I really, really want to do. Another thing I really, really want to do is write a book. So I wonder if I have wrote a book by this time, and I wonder how that went. And I wonder if people even read it. I just want to write a book. That way I could just have something to give to people. And if the book, I want it to be about finances, about personal finance, how to grow your wealth, etc. There's a lot of things that I want to do. And there's a lot of places that I want to visit. I wonder how many places I visit, how many states, or maybe even countries. I've never been out of the country. I hope to God 10 years from now, I have left the country at least once, if not a handful of times, and explored the world and all that it has to offer, or at least all that one could explore in a lifetime, guys. Because obviously you can't do everything, but do what's most important to you, guys. So, yeah. I wonder where I've been, what I've done. I wonder what my current hobbies are. Currently, I like playing tennis. I like to still play video games, even though I don't have that much time to. I like to work out. I would like to do jiu-jitsu, as I mentioned, so maybe that's a thing. And yeah, I wonder what it's like. We'll see. And I'll see you 10 years from now, guys. My life will definitely be different. But I hope, at the core, I hope to God I'm still the same person. Because truly, I love who I am. And I accept who I am. So I hope to the core that I'm still the same person, even 10 years in the future. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Or I'll see myself 10 years in the future.